Alright, what's up, dude? So you're Zeri Amumu versus Kaisa Alistar. So the first thing I always want to talk about is your summoner spells, runes, and your first item choice. So I see that you went Ghost Flash here versus Kaisa Alistar. I actually agree with that. I think that's a good choice because in an all-in lane where both supports are all-in champs, so that you have Amumu and they have Alistar, if you guys play it optimally, basically nothing happens in this lane. So you're essentially just farming, because guess what happens? If you think about what happens in a 2v2 skirmish bot lane, let's say Amumu gets a hook on Alistar, Alistar just polarizes Amumu, knocks him into Kaisa, and then you lose that trade. If Amumu bandage tosses Kaisa, then Alistar will headbutt you away, polarize the Amumu, and then Amumu dies. So basically, there's no winning move for Amumu. There is no winning move for Alistar either, unless he gets a WQ combo on you, but that should never happen. So if Alistar WQs Amumu, then he has no combo, then you just both dogpile onto the Kaisa, and then you just win like that. So essentially, nothing happens in this lane. So going to a scaling summoner spell like Ghost is very good. As for your runes, you went Lethal Tempo, and I see that on the red secondary tree you went Taste of Blood. So same exact thing that I mentioned before, I would have gone more scaling runes like Sorcery. So I would have gone Gathering Storms plus Celerity, because ultimately you are literally just farming in this lane. Nothing happens. So in Challenger Elo and lanes like these, the Alistar, after like he hits level 3, he just backs, he buys boots, and then he just roams for the rest of the entirety of the laning phase, and then Amumu follows, because Amumu can't stay, Amumu has to match the roam. So essentially, what happens is Zeri and Kaisa, you just farm. You literally just farm. So I would have gone full scaling runes here. I would have gone Gathering Storm, Celerity, Lethal Tempo, Ghost, and I would have actually gone Cole instead of Deep Blade. So let's see what you do in the laning phase. So essentially, what happens in this laning phase is whoever has the wave pushed up to the other person's tower loses. Because nothing happens, the only variability in this lane is jungle pressure. Because you can't go for plates anyway, so there's no point in pushing the lane. Like let's say you try pushing up to the lane, Amumu's not going to walk up and get tower plays because he'll just die. If you walk up and try to get tower plays, Alistar just flash Q you, and then you also die. So basically what you want to do is you want to keep the wave right here at all times. So let's see what happens. Wow, okay, so they actually pretended to leash, so you wouldn't know if Elise unleashed or not. That's fine. Okay, so they have prio because they got to lane before you, which is fine. I'm just wondering if you could have... Yeah, you could have autoed Alistar at least once here. You could have maneuvered yourself over here, because Kaisa is way back here. So if you maneuvered yourself a little bit to the right, you could have gotten one poke off of Alistar. Every poke makes a difference, especially if this Alistar doesn't know what he's doing, and then he just goes in blindly. That one little poke could be the difference between killing him and letting him live. So never underestimate getting the small amounts of poke, especially in all-in lanes. Because when Alistar all-ins, he's literally all-in, he can't get out. So getting him to as little HP as possible before he does it is super important. And this applies to like every all-in champion, I suppose. You could have gotten one more off there. So they're naturally going to hit level 2 before you, because they have prio in the lane, because they got the lane before you. So it's good that the lane is right here, since you can't get all in like that. Okay, right here, you gotta know the timings. 237, no, it's 230 actually for some other junglers, but around 230, that is when most junglers can do a level 3 gank. So right before this cannon wave crashes, you need to ward right here, where this Alistar ward. So Lee Sin can't come and gank you and kill you for free. And you have time too, because the wave didn't crash yet, so you can literally just walk up, ward this, go back, and then you're not missing out on anything. And remember, in this lane, it's fine to be behind in prio a little bit, because you want the wave to be right here. There's no benefit to you pushing up here. In the early game, not having this prio in all-in lanes is not important, but if there's drag up and then you're trying to push for prio to invade the jungle, then obviously pushing is important. But right now, it's okay to not have prio. So because you didn't ward, you probably get ganked here. Let's see what happens. I'm gonna fast forward a bit. Okay, yeah. Now you know. 230, you need to ward. Especially because against Alistar, a good Alistar, you are 100% dead there. Because what he should have done instead, if I was playing against like Helicopter or something, he'll wait for Lee Sin to be like right here, and then he'll flash polarize you and then knock you right over here, and then you're just fucking dead. So you shouldn't have lived this. But you could have lived it if you got a ward, bro. Never underestimate the power of wards, bro. Yeah, so they played that slightly better if he waited like a slight millisecond, and then, you know, let's say he wasn't helicopter, he got a WQ on you, and you were like 1/3 HP, then you get dove and then you die. So warding is super fucking important here. Okay, nothing happens, nothing happens. And it's good. Your Amumu and your Alistar know that if they go in, they pretty much die. Like this Amumu can't do anything, and he knows it. That's totally fine. But the importance here is because you're Zeri, there's a lot of opportunity to get poke off on Kai'Sa / Alistar, like I mentioned in like that level 1, where you just ran back instead of poking Alistar. There's always opportunities to get poke out. You just have to keep your range from Alistar, because Alistar is the only thing that makes you lose this lane. If you get WQ'd, it's just over. Okay, good. Keeping your distance. Good, good, good. Oh, what happens here? You notice Lee Sin bot. Okay, I don't like you using your dash like this. You could have used your dash to go over and gain more ground, because you see that Alistar uses WQ, so he has nothing. He's literally just a minion. So if you dash over here, or you EQ to reset your auto, you're definitely going to kill the Lee Sin right here. And just imagine if you had your flash from that earlier gank because you warded, then you'd have an extra combat summoner to, you know, you can make more aggressive plays. If I was playing, I would have ghosted in. I would have saved my dash to get the EQ auto reset on Lee Sin, and then if he somehow still managed to live, I just get the flash in and just walk out, because Alistar is literally minion. He has no WQ. Okay, whatever. Lee Sin goes in for some reason. Okay, nice. Okay, so Amumu back. He's going to play a little more conservatively. That's fine. They want to crash because Kai'Sa has no mana, which is totally fine. So in this situation, you are way stronger than them. So right here, what I would have done. So you see, I keep my eye on Amumu. He's coming back with 2 items. He has boots and ruby crystal. Your Alistar has nothing. They have no mana. I would just try to freeze this shit, because if you freeze this and then they try to stop you, Amumu comes back and then you just kill them both. So yeah, right here, you let these minions live. Now you have 6 minions here. If you let them live, you attempt to freeze it. You bait it. If Alistar goes for the bait, tries to WQ you to stop the freeze, Amumu comes in, you kill them both. But because they didn't go for the bait, also you can't freeze if you have 3 minions, by the way. So this is essentially doing nothing. Okay, good. You realize that you push. Okay, nice. Now you're up a wave. So now this is actually really good for you. You are up a wave. That is huge in lanes like this. So that means you are level 6 and they're fucking level 5. Well, he's gonna hit level 5 off this off the next wave. But what that means is that you can start playing super aggressively now, because it's gonna be a long time till they hit level 6. You can just walk up to the Alistar and start hitting him. And then if he tries to do anything to you back, you just press ult and you just kill them both. This is assuming that Amumu is in your lane as well. So let's see what happens. Okay, right here. So you see that Echo and Lee Sin are fighting topside, so it's 2v2 bot. Just go in. Literally just go in. Look, Alistar has no pulverize. He has nothing to stop you from just going in. Just tell your Amumu to all in right here, and then you just win every single time, because you have an ultimate ability, they have nothing. You can literally just go in for free right here. So never underestimate your level 6. If you're level 6 and they're level 5, you can literally just do whatever you want to the wave, because if they try to contest, they die. So right here, I would have just attempted to freeze. And if they try to stop you from freezing, Amumu just goes in, they're both dead. So you don't have to auto these minions. You can just keep the freeze right here. Honestly, I would have just told my Amumu just go to fucking literally just spam the all-in ping. There's so much opportunity you're wasting right here, and you're not taking advantage of it because they're both level 5. Okay, so now drag is up. You probably want to do dragon, so you're setting up, you're pushing. Good. See, this is the only time you want to push and get prio. So you can roam into their jungle, try to catch out the jungler or something, and then do dragon right after. However, butterfly effect, very important. If you had gotten the kills over here, or like, because you had like a minute and a half of opportunity just to do whatever you want, then they're both dead, you get plates, and then you just get dragon for free. Okay, trying to go for Lee Sin. Butterfly effect again, if none of this would have happened if you just killed them both, and you can just do try for free. It's like knowing the little things that drastically change the game. Okay, no, they're both backing, so you just want to do drag right here. See what happens. Don't do drag. That's probably Echo's fault. But you also could have pinged them because you know that they're both backing. And you can just ping your Echo to just run the fuck the drag and get drag for free before the wave crashes. But drag is free, so I want to see you go back to lane. Yeah, see, as soon as you see that the drag is free, because Lee Sin's top, you can literally just go back to lane and have them solo it by themselves. Because as an AD carry especially, losing like 1 or 2 minions is fucking important, especially in the early game, because you want to get your levels, you want to get your 3 items, and you want to carry with your 3 items in 1v9. You shouldn't have missed these 2 or 3 minions right here. You can literally just go back to lane. There's no point in doing drag. You want to keep that level advantage on Kai'Sa and Alistar as much as possible. So now look, missed opportunity again. You are super fucking ahead. Echo is bot side. They know that Echo is bot side because you just did dragon. You can just freeze this. You can freeze this and make them lose even more EXP, putting Kai'Sa and Alistar even more behind. So there's no need to auto these minions at all. What you're doing by pushing this wave is giving them EXP. And this accomplishes pretty much nothing. See, look, they got those 5 minions for free, but you didn't have to give them that if you just froze the wave right here and applied pressure. Because they don't know where Echo is, they just know that he's bot side, so they can't walk up safely. If they walk up, they just die. Because Echo comes by and then it's beans, bro, it's beans. So it resets back to neutral. Again, you are a level ahead, which means that you're stronger because 1 level is a fuck ton of stats. So you can literally just walk up and do whatever you want. I would try to attempt to freeze here. If you are ahead, and this applies to like virtually every single lane, there's no need to give them minions for free. You can just freeze. You can just freeze, or you can you have all the decisions in the world to do whatever you want if you're ahead. You can stack waves, crash, back, get a free back. You can stack waves, crash, or your support roams, and then you can 1v2 safely, or you can freeze right here, and then they lose minions. So if you're ahead, use that to your advantage. Okay, move backs. Why did I move back here? Let's see. There's no need for you to back here either. So if you are ahead like this, like super fucking ahead like this, there's no need to back before the enemy laners do. Because what happens if you back right here is that they just get a free push, they get plates, and then you miss an entire wave. You want to do that to them. There's no need for you to back here because you're full HP, you're ahead, no reason to back. If they let you get that back off, that would have been bad for you. So there's actually no need for Amumu to back either, but you know, you can't control what he does. But yeah, your Amumu's not here, there's no reason for you to walk up to Alistar like this. If that Kai'Sa was slightly better, he'd be right behind Alistar, and then you get chunked out for half your HP, and then you get dove by Lee Sin. Respect the Alistar range right here. If that Kai'Sa was even slightly good, you're literally half HP, and you get dove for free. Okay, another Alistar misplay. He should have just WQ'd earlier, and then Lee Sin comes in and then kicks you, and then you die. That is super misplay by them, but good job anyway. So, if this ever happens, by the way, if you know you're gonna get dove, which you do because Lee Sin's coming bot, you have to use your flash. You have to use your flash. I don't know if you know this, but you can flash Alistar WQ. You can't assume that they're gonna fuck up. You know, you gotta assume that they're gonna do everything right. And the only way you live this is if you flash WQ. So I'm just waiting. I'm just gonna poke him out. I'm waiting for this is a good ult, by the way, so you can get the chain lightning off. Just flash that. Just flash that. He has nothing, and then they're all fucking dead. Well, good job anyway. Okay, good. Alistar dies. You're pushing. Crash the wave and you're back here. Kai'Sa just dies for some reason. That's fucking hilarious. Okay, nice. Wait, resets. You have shield bow. Nice. Okay. So now this is, you can literally do whatever you want. As soon as you get your mythic, that is so much golden stats. He doesn't have his mythic yet, so you can do literally whatever you want. So what I would have done here is, yeah, I would just start hitting the tower because Dragon's up soon. There's no need to be scared. Get your Amumu to stand right next to you. If Alistar ever does that, because you know he has no flash. If Alistar just WQ, you just kill him. The shield bow passive plus the extra stats you get from completing the mythic, it's so much gold compared to what Kai'Sa has. This is the same concept as I talked about earlier, where if you're ahead, you gotta use that. You have to know when to use that, and you gotta be confident that you'll win every single altercation, because you will. Okay, again, no reason to go for this drag, because you already have it, so go back to lane and get your minions. You're missing so many minions right here. So from dragons, you probably miss like 5 minions, which is fucking huge. So good, you want to play aggressively because you're so ahead. Nice. This is all very good. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, there is no need to kite backwards. I know that, you know, we're 80 carries, we're super squishy. But that's not the case in the mid game to early mid game, especially because you have a shield bow. So it might seem weird to like kite inwards as an 80 carry, but this is one of the situations where you want to. You want to get engaged on here. You want to get WQ'd by Alistar. You want to get Diana blow her load on you because you're never going to die because you have shield bow and you're level 10. You could have killed that Diana if you just kited upwards instead of backwards. And then, okay, Alistar makes it. That's fine. And then just go back to lane and just farm. Okay, good, going back. Okay, clear this wave and then reset. Yeah, there's no reason to... Okay, so tiny little timing things. When we talk about the mid game to the transition to the late game where you want everything revolves around mid lane prio, Rift Herald, and Dragon. So you have to think about like, what value do I get out of autoing this tower? You get nothing. You're not going to get the tower because Diana obviously comes bot after backing because Kai'Sa and Alistar is mid. So right after taking that wave, you just back. So you wasted about like 5 seconds here just trying to auto the tower for no reason. Because even if you do get the tower, that's just like 250 gold. Not that much value. There's more value in getting to lane earlier, getting vision into their top side, and then fighting for objectives. That's where the big money is. Like, you back earlier, you get the mid lane really fast, then you, Amumu, and Echo can go into the jungle for free. Because this is the timing, bro. You're massively ahead of Kai'Sa. You can end the game right now. You just go into your jungle for free and then just start fights. So think about the value that you gain from hitting this tower. You don't get any value. So after that big, just back. So you could have been like at base right now. Okay, you don't come back with PD. Unfortunate. Okay, so this is about the time where rotations matter a lot. So getting mid prio and then rotating. Mid prio rotating. Most important thing. And then just go for the nearest objective. So is this Rift Herald? Oh, that is Rift Herald. Okay, yeah. So going for this bot gank here is kind of sus. What I would have done here. Would I have rotated bot for this Diana? No, I wouldn't have. Yeah, as soon as I see that Anivia's chunked out like this never works because we don't know where Alistar is. So you have to assume that Alistar is going to come and defend. What I would have done here is I would have pinged my Amumu. So you see Echo on the top side, so you have power over the top side because your Echoes are here. So after you get midway tower, just ping your Amumu. So in the mid game, you just want to get prio / vision / control in the objective that's most important. So if Dragon was spawned here, I definitely would have rotated bot, cleared this entire way. So this move's fucking up. Like this red trinket in the bot side does absolutely nothing because we were trying to go for Rift Herald here. If Dragon was up, then we rotate bot side, we red trinket everything because Dragon's more important than Rift Herald at this point. But because Dragon's not up, Rift Herald's the only objective. We rotate top side, we get vision control over this entire top side angle, and then we force Rift Herald because we're so ahead. Yeah, so roaming bot here really does nothing. Yep, and then Alistar comes in and defends. And now they're on Rift Herald. because you didn't get control. But they kind of, you know, they're kind of trolling because you guys are so ahead. But yeah, you don't even have to give them the opportunity to start this like, oh, master 200 IQ bait. But ideally, what should have happened is you get control over this mid wave, you get control over the top side, and you just do rift over free, and they come, you just fucking kill them. Okay, nice. And then now you get Herald, and then same thing bot side. So you clear the mid wave, you back for your PD, your second item, and then you get a control ward. Control wards are pretty important at this point. If you have money left over after completing your mythic and your second item, then you buy a control ward, because vision is super important at this point. Do you buy a control ward? Let's find out. You do! Okay. Yo, poggers. Poggers good shit, dude. Okay, so same thing. I would have just fucking ignored Anivia right here. I would have just gone mid, gotten this wave. But it's good to solo queue things. None of this really should have happened. Like, I don't know why the Ornn is attempting to 1v1 the Anivia. What ideally, optimally happens in a lane like this. I know this is solo queue FPS, but we're talking about like optimality. Or Anivia, nothing happens, so you just go mid, you just farm, you get the mid prio, and then you rotate bot and get objectives in order. But cool, now you get drive for free. There's actually might be an opportunity for you to do Baron here, but oh, you guys are fighting anyway. Okay. Okay, whatever. Solo queue stuff. Solo queue stuff. You're so ahead, it doesn't matter. You can literally just run at them and you win. Alright, none of this matters. You get drag for free, I assume. Why not starting drag? Okay, let's see what happens here. So ideal what should have happened is Lee Sin and Ornn are just both dead. So you literally just do dragon. There's no need to fight here. So in the mid transition to late game, all kills do is give you a free objective. So there's no need to fight anymore. So I would have just pinged my team to back and just do fucking Drake. Because you're at 2 Drakes. You get a third one. That's so much pressure on them. Because now they have to fight for every single Drake. Getting third Drake is super important. If they walk in, then they die. Because Ornn and Lee Sin are all the way over here. So you can just start it, finish it, and then if they walk in, they just die. You don't have to take the fight to them. They have to take the fight to you. So yeah, this is all fucked up. In this situation, if their team is dead, just ping your team to back and just do the objective. Okay, you're playing your distance because Ornn has ult up. Kite. Okay, WQ's gone. No threat anymore. Okay, so slight mechanical thing here with Zeri. So if Amumu gets his Q off like this, you can just WQ auto. Your W is a skill shot, so you want to land it when it's guaranteed. So as soon as Amumu gets that Q off, you can just WQ auto right there. Also, I noticed you're not using your auto even though it's fully charged. Definitely weave those in. As soon as you have fully charged auto, just fucking smack that shit on. Maybe you're trying to save it for an X unit or whatever, but that fucking charged auto does a fuck ton of damage. So remember to weave your autos in, because you could have autoed Diana there many times. Okay. Yeah, in this case, if you lose like this, if you're Nivea and your Fiora are dead, just back. There's nothing for you to do here. Wait, you don't have her ult up either, yeah. Yeah, if you flash that, then Diana just R's you and then Lisa comes, yeah. Yeah, you just back here. If you're down numbers like this and your Echo is solo like this. If your Echo is full HP, then you definitely flash that WQ from Alistar and you kill them and you go in and you fuck them up. But because your Echo is literally 1 HP and then your Amumu has nothing, you just back. Whoa, what is that flash, bro? What? Oh, you're trying not to get insect. Yeah, don't flash towards Lee Sin though, because you just get gorging into E. Flash away. Flash away. You took so much damage that you didn't need to because you flashed into the Lee Sin. So let's say you flash this way, and then you have a lot of your health remaining. You don't get art there. Could you have lived if you EQ over this way? I think you could have actually. Well, you traded with the Kaisa. That's fine, I guess. I would have attempted an escape. I would have make a mad dash over here and an E over here, and I probably would have lived, but good trade nonetheless. So yeah, this all happened, by the way, because you guys greeted for extra kills here. So in this situation, like, it's all macros. Mid to late game is all macro. Like, don't give them any ways to come back. You know, you're already so ahead. So you just do dragon, You don't have to risk anything. You all back, do the same thing. You push the mid wave, you push the top wave, you tell your split pusher to go bot. You go get control here, and then you just catch out anybody because it's fucking solo queue. Everyone's so uncoordinated. So someone is going to try to like solo go into their jungle, and they just catch him out with a Mumu and a Nivea wall, and they just kill him. So this was very unnecessary here. You should have pinged your team to back use the dragon. Now do they get dragon? Let's see what happens here. Now it's just kind of fiesta, whatever. See, look how uncoordinated everybody is. So at least you just go in for no reason. So if you get this drag, you get the control over the top side. At least it just comes in out of nowhere, just fucking wall him and he dies, and you just do Baron for free. That's all good. So what happens here? You get dragon. Oh, yo, oh, what is that? What is that? My brother in Christ, you are panicking. Oh, oh no, you lost. No, that's, okay, hold on. So, in a team fight, positioning is important, but also numbers advantage is important. Wait, your Fiora is not even here. So, if you are taking 2 champions away from the team fight, that's really good for you guys, because now they're 3v2 and now you're 2v1. There's no way you ever die to the Alistar as ulted Zeri, because he has to run at you to WQ, right? Because you're stronger than Kai'Sa right now. All you had to do was kite away and just keep autoing the shit out of Kai'Sa. And then you kill Kai'Sa. Alistar can't do anything because he's slow as fuck. So what I would have done here, I had my ult up. Kai'Sa ults in like an idiot. Kite away, kite auto the Kai'Sa, and then she dies. And so what happens here is you get die in order 3. So a little bit of map awareness, mechanical error here. But yeah. But even if that Kai'Sa was like stronger than you, you don't want to E into your team because Diana's there and then just R's for free. You can just E away. I think you definitely could have carried that team fight if you just killed the Kai'Sa right here, and then Alistar can't do anything. You kill the Diana and then it's over. Actually, let me see the items. Yeah, PD. Okay, yeah, I think you definitely could have won that. Also, have you considered going the fiction build where you go Titanic Bork into a mythic 3rd? I think it's a really strong build. I'm pretty sure you win this because you're level up. You have 2 items and a BF sword on Kai'Sa. However, I know for a fact that if you went Titanic Bork, you kill Kai'Sa. give that build a go. I know it might seem shit to you, but I think it's really strong. But yeah, if you just keep kiting away, you auto Q Kai'Sa, she's fucking dead, and live from there. I would have Q E, get the Q reset, auto, she's fucking like 1/3 HP. Definitely gonna carry that thing back. So I notice a common trend when you're playing is that you're unconfident when you're strong, and you're not using that to your advantage. You're kind of assuming that they're better than you. And I used to have that feeling a lot. I used to not be able to use my lead to my advantage, but you know, that just comes with time, with playing more games and knowing your limits and things like that. I can tell you're still kind of like, you know, you're shaky, you're not sure about your limits. And my advice to that is just to play as many games as possible. That's pretty much the only way around it. After that unfortunate dragon, you gave them a way back in. Kai'Sa scales like a motherfucker, by the way, so giving her like shutdowns like that is never a good time. So now your dragon is gone, you're gonna play towards Baron now, so same shit as mid game. Get your prios in the waves and look for fights and look to catch anybody out. Top is here for whatever reason. Hey, why are you running? Bro, why are you running for the Ord? He does nothing, he's a tank. Oh, okay. Maybe you're a little tilted, I don't know, but no reason to hide from the Ord. You can just fucking wail at him right now. Just auto the shit out of him. No need to run away. Also, you're running towards their team too, so I would have ran toward my Amumu right here. Tanks 80 carry 2023. However, if you went my Titanic Bork, you do damage to this Ord. you would do damage. Borg is OP. Also, if you're fighting Ornn like this, never go next to a wall. You know he uses thing. So this is another confidence thing. So I know you're like panicking. Oh my god, there's someone in front of me. I'm an AD carry. I'm gonna die in 2 hits. I am panicking. I don't know what to do. Don't panic. Just remember how can you die? The only way you die is if Ornn gets a knock up on you. So I just stood in the middle right here. Just stood in the middle and kite towards my Amumu right here. So there's no way that you get a knock up. Yeah, and then you probably die here. Yeah. Nice echo art though. Is it doable? Oh my god, the AoE's crazy. Nah, not good enough. Yeah. You're getting scared. I can see that. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. You dodge that knockout from Ornn, you kite towards your movement, and then all of a sudden you live. All this happens and you're just wailing at them with their ult Q, and then you clean them all up. Look how low they all are. Damn it. Okay, to get Baron for that. Okay, head bot. Okay, going bot is okay, but if your Amumu was not here, then going bot is bad because you can literally die to anything. So I would have gone mid here. Well, if my Amumu was not roaming, I would have gone mid because mid is the safest. That should never happen because your Fiora is splitting. If you see that it's a 5v4 because all your Fiora wants to do is split, you just ping your team to back because there's no way you win that. In the late game and partially mid game, actually it depends on like how fed you guys are, but in general, in the late game especially, numbers are all that matters. So it can be any team of 5 champions. If you are a man down, you just insta lose. So in this case, I would have just pinged your team to back because Fiora is splitting. You gotta wait for Fiora to split, bring Ornn top, and then you can look for 4v4s. But you missed your like you had so much time. You had like a good 16 minutes where you were so ahead and you could have ran the map. And all of this happening right now is just a desperate attempt by our team to do something because you guys are about to lose. Whoa, there. Did you use your dash? I would pop Ghost here too. Oh brother, he has Hourglass, ER, and then bait it out, and then what you could actually fucking 1v3 this right here. No need to be scared. No need to be scared. Damn, you probably died here. Good shut down on oh, damn, that's crazy. Okay, good. But you could have lived. Your flash is the most important thing, especially against Alistar. You ER flash, you dash in, ER flash, bait the zone his Hourglass out. Alistar uses a pulverize for whatever reason. That means he's a minion. No need to be scared. You just get in there. Just get the fuck in there. You could have been like right here. You Q auto the Diana. She's dead. She doesn't get that QR off on you. You flash in on the Kai'Sa and then you kill the Kai'Sa. And all 3 are dead. And then, because all 3 are dead and you were alive, that means that your team can get into the bot side because Dragon's spawning. And just do drag for free. And then, because you were alive, you can go for these picks right here. Like that, you could have killed that Ornn maybe, because all 3 were still dead. You know, it's all butterfly effects like that, as I talked about before. And then, because Ornn is dead, you get a Dragon for free. So many opportunities are missing here. Because of, you know, you don't know your limits. And that just comes with time. Okay, so what happens here? So in team fights in the late game, it's basically just hitting the person in front of you, because if you ever try to do anything fancy, you just die because ADCs get blown up by literally, if they breathe on you, you die. So you should have gone Armor Pen for the Ornn. I would have probably gone Titanic Borg Triforce. And then I would have done a fuck ton of damage. Yo, try my build, bro. I promise it does a fuck ton of damage. But You're doing pennies to Ornn and Alistar because you don't have armor pen. Or a percentage health. Yeah, running away from the thing, that's fine. Okay, good time to ult. Oh, get back in there, bro. Get back in there. Oh no. Yeah, another limit test thing. So here's a good rule of thumb. So in a team fight, especially in the late game, you have to always constantly think to yourself, what can kill me? So before this team fight started, I would have made a mental list in my head. I would have been like, what are the things that kill me? The things that can kill me are Alistar WQ, Diana QR, like Diana dash QR, and Ornn ult. The rest are just like, you can cut the rest. So you have to think about just those 3 things. Like have all the space in your brain for those 3 things. And then after that, you don't have to think about anything else, as everything else is kiteable. So as soon as they use all of that, you're free to just go in. Like just trust yourself that you're just free to go in and start wailing on them. So Ornn has nothing, he's nothing. Diana has nothing. You use her R. You're just free to go in. You're free to go in and then fucking wail. You could have killed the Kai'Sa here. You definitely could have killed Diana here. Definite double kill here because they were spending so much time on Anivia. Like look how close this is. Look how close that was. But if you were fighting when Anivia was still alive, they're definitely both dead. Does Fiora clean up here? She probably can't. Run away. Okay, none of this matters. So next thing that you have to worry about is Baron again. So Fiora should be bot right here, pushing out this wave. She has TP up. You guys should be pushing out this mid wave and then attempting to get control. You guys probably lose every single team fight because you're so behind. So honestly, the only win condition you have here is actually no, it's still winnable for you guys. Like it was so winnable before. Oh, you're going Bloodthirster. I don't know about Bloodthirster. I only know about my build. I don't know how strong that is with Zeri going no armor pen in that build. I probably would have gone LDR just because you're mostly hitting Alistar and Ornn. So you need to shred them before you can do anything. I actually would have gone Bork or something after your 3 core. Because Bork LDR really fucking shreds. And remember what I said in the beginning? I would have gone a Gathering Storm. So it's 30 minutes. That's a fuck ton of 80. That's 36, I think. But yeah, Gathering Storm Celerity would have done a whole lot here instead of Taste of Blood. You didn't really get any value out of Taste of Blood in the early game, right? Because you didn't know that in all-in lanes nothing happens. You only want to get Taste of Blood in like poke sustain matchups. For obvious reasons, I'm not going to explain why. So if Fiora should be bot, you're just looking for any signs of like anyone being overextended or anything like that. That's pretty much the way it goes here. Coin flipping team fights is always like weird. Okay, now they're getting control and they're doing what you should do to them. What you should have done to them for like the 15 minutes you're ahead. Okay, if Fiora's bot, you just want to chill until Fiora gets pressure. You can't fight this right now. So going in like this is very scary because all Ornn has to do is ult. You guys probably lose this. Yippers. Yeah, you probably lose. There's nothing you can do here. It's just numbers advantage. Yeah, so in this situation, if you have a split pusher, just pin your fucking team to back until Ornn has to match the Fiora, and then you can attempt to go for a 4v4. So none of this actually matters. There's probably nothing you could have done with your items against that team. So, I mean, let me watch it. See if you can do anything better. Yeah, you can't really do much because you have no front line. Yeah, there's nothing you could do here. There's absolutely nothing you can do. I didn't get pushed in on. Does this game end here? It probably ends here, right? Yeah, it does. Yeah, so overall, very, very good VOD review to go over. I hope you learned a lot from this. And let me know if you have any questions. Peace, bro.